Hey, welcome to the think tank. I hope you can hear me. If you can, just give me a thumbs up, and then so that what happened last week will not happen this week. I want to know if you think you cannot hear me, please let me know. And then we are going to talk about um, human resources management in Ghana. Basically, we are going to talk about unemployment in Ghana and the employment situation. Ajuma ho asɛm. And this looks like a very simple, very simple topic, but it goes very deep and it affects almost everything in the world, in Ghana and including overseas, wherever any Ghanaian is, it affects him. You can imagine you went to school in Ghana, you were hoping to do very well. You are an average student, we are there, Kakra, we are there, Kama. You went to primary school, you did well, you went to JSS, you passed, you went to a secondary school or a technical school, or some friends saying SHS or some more STS, whatever it is. You went to a high school or a technical school, you've graduated, went to a tertiary school, either a polytechnic or a university or nursing school or any of that sort. Where are you? Now, you've done all that a person is supposed to do and away with your school now. So what next? And that's what I want us to talk about today. And unemployment, or Ghana, right now it doesn't even feel like it's a problem. To say who say normal. You school. Where we school, this is when the real struggle begins. Where in other places, like the struggle is the school in now. Now we are, you start kind of bearing the fruit, getting the fruit from all your work. By Ghana, where we school, no, that's where the whole struggle begins. Looking for a job. And first of all, you think, say, a country with so many problems, it's going to be pretty easy to create jobs. If we have a problem with crime fighting, you would think we hire more police, right? If you have a problem with rubbish everywhere in Ghana, I saw the Odorli River. Meaning to say, if it qualifies for a river crowd. I saw the Odo yesterday on YouTube. The serious environmental degradation. So, you think that you need more people to work on that. So that'll be creating more work. Innovation will be needed to clean up, and all that. So you think that, but that's not what happens in Ghana. As usual, I have a few videos that I would like to play for you to understand. Now, short YouTube videos you might probably have, seen them before. I like to share those videos now. First of all, we're going to start with crime. One of the main reasons, or one of the main effects of unemployment is crime. Ghana is said to have 57%, more than half of the population are youth. Mrante ne maba wa mo Ghana no. Fa Ghana na cheap ipanim nyina 100 57. If 30 million population of Ghana, and you're right, about 17.1 million people are all youth. Youth, they're smart, very energetic, and they're ready for work. So if they don't find work, what would they do? I'll tell you what they will do. Let's all watch this.
na akopie mu ewo Jakobu ano ewo Asante Mantema emra police fo mu makeka wo ho na akromfo bidwamfo bi a wo no ye so mu kwakodi bone na so mo didi bone wo hono ma na so police fo ensa aka wo mo na no na district police commander emra wo ye nsemtwerefo nhyiemudie eye Superintendent Abdullah Idrisu kire mu kwan kra fa so a police fo timichi sa enipe na no na wo kire se sa akromfo yi omokofa taxi bi ye Matrix bi na registration number ni BA 285517. I know a police for etimi edi womo ntenta womo etimi ekwoche saa akromfo ya womo ekura etuo afe eye ntade eye sojafo atade ebikuta womo afe etuo aboba beye edu enson 17 na etuo no ebi ye pump action gun ebi afe niam bi omaye ndese handcuff a police for eyuso no afe pistol ni nyina eka ho a na omaye omadwene se omo ekwa akodi bode pa womo ya chi womo akromfo wemfo yi eye Prince Afro or 28 years, Jimano Kese or 19 years, Prince Ajay or 24 years, and Afiko Josapon or also Enya 27 years as a Siade, or Mukrua, Ayema Abusua, a police for Ensa Aso Mua, Sisiade, or Mua police for Abayin Kukuma, yet to or more ano.
For some time, ni Jacobu yana yenya some information we say akonfo omode akode high kakra. You know, yade yason eto firm the rightful information no.
A police fortress or more.
Amanfo na ya no mota ko wuram ekọ ha omo mine in the forest area no omo asan ababium ambese ombe ha amanfo ti kwese da etwam ya yekọ bush ho nokre commission nyae no yehu ka no se eba stop ka no yenya nipa miensa e wo ka no ene sanche ba ko e wo motu so ye search ka no soja fo ntade tuo ene niema sabi omutimi semone na ne eha ne se niema no enye se na egu kan nkeke na ehihye ka no apon no na motutu apon no ene mode niema na ahihye omo wie na musan screen no back se woni police ani a sabi nka we entimi hu nti ene twa se sabi omo adwenbone etechire na we etwa se police ye nam hopa ye information ye adwuma nti eyi bi a ye patra manfo se adwuma no ye ne omo na ye omo nya information amo de maya ye de be adwuma na ye adwuma so ye be ni yie nti ememo andan a ya che omo efa saa se money a sabi omo ye omo adwen se omo di kodi amanfo ewuram no ye guso a ehwehwe mu
madwiri omo yie pa
yankopon ya adoma ye do omo ebegina court
ewa Asante Mantema na wo hwe emretintini a wo etimi eye adwuma na wo chi akromfo a wo de sekan ni etuo ekokro no bo no emprepi eya na ta ye mema na bia emma bia ba beka ho anase emma kakra ne mema na bi ensida se wo etimi akwakochi akromfo bi a wo timi de sekan akosi obi so a wo de gine niam anase wo gine japade a eye emma nko a enso ebi esi emra eye Zongo District Police Commander eno wa Asante Mantema wo ma sa emaya enan a police for ensa aso mu eni Ernestina Amponsa ono anya mfie edu ensia 16 years Mavis Ado anya mfie aduonu miensa 23 years Agnes Dakwa anya mfie aduonu and 24 years and afi Sally Sapon ono so anya mfie aduonu mienu 22 years emra police for nsam kyerefo ehia ewo eye regional police headquarters na afi oma kyerem pankra fa so a wo etimi echi wo no this police commander owo Zongo District Superintendent Reverend Dr. Samuel Nyameche Andani ekyere nsem no mu sei
nra na dube 11:30 ena owura bia efre Koju Obin oye taxi driver okosi ne yire ewo stadium nti odru labor runabout na mayiwa 9 ejina ho nti o se o stop no se o ko afo nkwanta omudru ho no na omumu baako eka kire ne se onfa New Oxford International School ho nti mra omudru ho ape ena daako a no ye 24 years Elias Atonsukila odumja no no twen knife ebi si ne mfe na o ka tell me say either say ni sika e wo no odi ni nyina beba na say omuni ni nyina bewu omu jiwe ya omu dwane no tietie mo ba no sense we ni de omu ho ehare nti omu dwane na we ya ni mu eduru no na omu nya no chi no so obetumi a kire bebi omu nti omu ba so area mu ho bebi omu duru ho no na ɔmo hu sɛ ɔmo gyina the other side gye sɛ ɔmo yɛ U10 ɔmo yɛ U10 wie yɛ apɛ na ɔmo hu baabi ɔmo afa but ɔmo hu sɛ taxi bi apɛki nipa wɔ hɔ wɔtumi kyerɛ sɛ ampa ɔmo na ti no ɛna hɔ a ɔmo korɔ so ɔmo na ɔmo kyi ɔmo mmiɛnsa menua ɛɛden ɛsan sɛ agye mi nsɛm sɛdeɛ saa bere paa na ɔmo a mutumi kɔbɔ korɔ no ɛde sekan esi obi so ɛma nko a bɛrima baako kora nka ɔmo akɛsɛ ɔno koraa na ɛma mu akokoduro ɔhene ɛyɛ awerɛho tìmí deɛ mɛsrɛ ne sɛ wohwɛ saa nneɛma yi a yɛpɛ sɛ yɛtu ase a na yɛwɔ sɛ yɛhwɛ saa nneɛma yi fare bae sɛ sɛbi aware a ɛtaa gu ɛne nteteɛ no ɛfiri mfitiaseɛ no bi wɔ hɔ a yɛntumi nhwɛ nkwadaa no baabi a ɔmo da bere mu koraa sɛ wohwɛ baabi a ɔmo da koraa na wotumi sɛ obi ani da brɛ papa nti ayɔnkoborɔ ne nneɛma na ɛtaa de saa no nti awofoɔ no ɛwɔ sɛ yɛwo yɛ mma a yɛtumi ma yɛni kɔɔ mo ho tìmí deɛ mɛsrɛ ne sɛ awofoɔ no a yɛwo yɛ mma no yɛma yɛni ɛne yɛn nsa ɛnkɔ ɔmo ho ntɛntɛm na ama saa nneɛma yi so yɛntumi yɛnyi ne nyinaa mfiri hɔ koraa ama so ate.
Albert Fee Ocho, who confirmed the incident to GBC News, said the policeman on board the van
on Tuesday, 19th January 2020, a police officer, General Lance Corporal Baba Martin, was killed in a robbery attack on a bullion van belonging to the Delta Security Company. The van was transporting a cash amount of 500,000 Ghana cedis from the Dunkwa branch of the Ghana Commercial Bank to the new one in Edibiase. The police command launched an investigation into the attacks, and through intelligence, it arrested 5 out of the 10 persons who are suspected to be involved in the robbery incident. Speaking at a news conference in Kumasi, the Ashanti Regional Police Commander, COP Akwesi Mensah Duku, revealed that all the 5 suspects who have been arrested have confessed to committing the crime after being interrogated by the police.
Police intelligence established the identity of the suspects and arrested them at their various hideouts at Tachiman in the Bono East region. Some were also arrested in Kumasi, and some also arrested at Kasua in the central region. Subsequent to the arrest, a cash sum of 53,934 Ghana cedi, together with 20 Toyota Corolla saloon car, 1 tricycle, which is Pragia, and 2 motorbikes were retrieved from the suspects, meaning that they used part of the booty to buy those vehicles. The 5 suspects, they've all admitted offense during interrogation and said they acquired the items mentioned above out of the share of the booty.
The police say their investigations have also revealed that the same group that attacked the bullion van at Fomena is the group behind the recent attack on an ambulance in the eastern region, which led to the death of Abraham Tete, the ambulance driver.
Suspect Kofi Matthew alias Waisa and Martin Tay alias Kwaku Daku are already on the wanted list of the Bono East Regional Command for their involvement in Wested Security bullion van, which happened on the 8th of May 2020. The Regional Command has, however, mounted a manhunt for one John Apia, alias Omega, a 22-year-old senior high school graduate who is said to be the leader of the robbery gang. Because according to information, of course, credible one, this boy Omega, John Apia Omega, is involved or was involved in the ambulance robbery incident in which the ambulance driver was killed at Atesewa near Kuforidia.
Before I go on to this one, have you realized something that all this is just like a normal thing on Ghana TV right now? If you're watching YouTube, if you're watching GTV News, TV3, every day there's an incident like this. And the age of people that are involved with this is ridiculous. Why I heard 16-year-old child, by a small girl already 16. This is about 6 years, what's that? 6 years older than my son. She's involved in an ammo. What then they pushing them? But the police made some profound statement. I see baby none of them, none of them have even a very good home, like a very good bed to sleep on. So come then. She has to survive, and these are some of the only things that you can do in Ghana without qualification. Internal bending, and not that I'm finding excuses for these young chaps, but there's a real problem, and it's a national. I think it's a national security issue. And I'm robbery in there. First, when you hear stories about armed robbery, it's one of your uncles that went to Agege and Ogbao armed robbery story in Nigeria. So I just say, and Ivory Coast. I mean, nobody armed robbery, maybe in a crowd. No crowd, no shut down Tissa, But now, you cannot watch TV the whole day and listen to the news without a mention of armed robbery. And I'll move on to another story by CTFM. And this, if you go on Facebook, if you go on Instagram and Twitter and all the social media, you can see these people over there. Scammers, prostitution, and to show be a krana on your share. Say this kind of person is involved in some kind of vice. To be said then, but catch us or a street guy. And I can tell you there's so many music. It's all around us. The kids are making a lot of songs about street life. And where do you think it comes from? Their lives. And it's pretty sad. So let's watch this.
This operation, spearheaded by personnel of the National Police Operations, started on Thursday, April 15 at 11 p.m. and ended at 2 a.m. on Friday, April 16, 2021. 145 men as well as 85 women were arrested within the Soldier Bar enclave at the Kwame Nkrumah Circle. The suspects, some of whom are foreigners, were alleged to have engaged in commercial sex activities, drug peddling, and armed robbery. The Director of National Police Operations, ACP Ahin Kwesi Ano, briefed the media on the operation.
2 weeks ago, we had a report or intelligence from some quarters that some criminal activities, including armed robbery, drug peddlers, prostitutions, are being undertaken by some criminals in an area called Soja Bar, around Circle area there. So for the past 2 weeks, we've been monitoring their activities. And then yesterday night, with the permission of my boss, Director General Operations, we decided to swoop on them. Unfortunately, when we went there, we were able to arrest some people or some suspected criminals. the total number of suspects that were arrested is 230. 230 with some exhibits. This is the breakdown. We had 33 motorbikes. Some are registered, others are unregistered. And we believe that some of these motorbikes are used to commit a lot of crimes.
ACP Ano gave further details on how some of the foreign suspected commercial sex workers were brought into Ghana by one Adachi.
But there's one particular lady, one Nigerian lady, is the one who has been recruiting these prostitutes. He recruits them for them to do this kind of. Actually, yesterday he confessed to us, and he was the one that will retrieve that amount from the 6,700 Ghana cedis from here. My boss is also contacting the Director of Operations of Ghana Immigration Service so that we'll be able to hand the foreign nationals to them, for them also to do their work, because that is their mandate. When it comes to immigration issues, police, we don't have the mandate to deal with those matters.
The police sent a stern warning to criminals and assured the public that similar operations will be initiated to reduce crime in the city.
So I want to use this opportunity to send a warning to those who are indulging in these criminal activities. That police, we know what they are doing, and we are not relenting on our efforts. We will be on them. Wherever they will be, we'll chase them and find them so that the law can deal with them. We want to weed them out of the country so that the law-abiding citizens will go about their lawful duties without any form of intimidation or harassment. So they should take note of that. We are coming on them. This exercise, we are going to sustain it. We will make sure that every week we will conduct such an exercise.
These suspects behind me, 230 of them are awaiting screening. According to the police, those who will be found culpable will be prosecuted according to law. For City News, I am Anas Seidu, reporting from the police headquarters.
Okay, so that's the problem. That's not actually the problem. That's the effect of most of the problems. If we don't find immediate solution, say our pets solution be sa unemployment situation you can't for so Ghana crana no me lazy. Me son na me say. But you should realize that the world have changed. And the amount of the kind of services, the kind of products that people need right now has also changed. Introduce now and more a lot of farm, and you got what you're supposed and you're okay with it. Nowadays, that's not gonna suffice. And these are some of the problems. Now, police for if you have more statistics get to about now I was going through World Bank's website about Ghana. They claim say in 2008 109,874 graduates. 2018 going on. I bet say I increase it by now, but let's just assume. Now out of that 109,000, only 10% of that number was employed into like government and into the mainstream. They said companies like MTN and all those companies. Employ 10% pay. So the rest, how, how they supposed to survive? One of my ideas, you guys can contribute. One of my ideas, how are they supposed to survive? And with this going on, I better than a galamsey and koso. So just put yourself on galamsey for it. Put yourself in their shoes. Where you school? What's in for 5 years? So we're university and a tertiary institution. Yeah, 2 years school, you're around maybe 20, 23. That's around the age people graduate in Ghana. What about for 5 years? Wala two wala sa ofa ha no afa. You should have need you be for land kakre or no so like you can start some farming no matter how I'm safe for. You're a man, so your expectation very high. Nobody's coming to marry you into some rich family. So you gotta fend for yourself. Now you who will feel cry, Charlie. What cab if you do breakfast now cab bread cry think that's all you did. So you gotta find something to do. So I say, make a crown within the 5 years on what can you be? And the lady is expecting, and you have to show up. It's how what you are ordering. Then somebody comes with a proposal. So, oh, Charlie, me China phobia or no me Juma. It's illegal. You're too you're all right. But every week it be 1,000 Ghana there. You just put yourself in someone's shoe like that. What are you going to do? Then now, baby. You're going to take the job. You take the job. So if people are here screaming, say, oh, and I'm say anyway, what are you going to say to such people? So there was a sad story I was watching. This gentleman hawking on the streets of Accra. He has ambitions of going to school and becoming a teacher. And he did pretty well in GSS and SSS. So he had admission to Winneba University of Education. And was CV through hawking on the streets. Was unfortunately for him, Nanama Anabon and Shiano. So there was no salvation. So he has to just hawk and save some money to go to the university. He did that. Went to the university. Omakwan Obabe Hokia Obiusqua or the scanning in Akoma University. I mean, this guy is supposed like in every underdog movie, at the end of the movie, this guy is supposed to end up happily ever after, right? Well, that's not what happened. It's I'll share the story with you. So Oba now focus. Hey, Charlie, now Sikaga Krabenya, uli ko school masa. School na dia boa si o dia. Ghana say gra. I can't say. Education is the key. Almost true. School, Korea, I'll be fine. I'll get a job as a teacher. Teacher, there's some kind of bread because everybody needs a teacher. So this is a story. Let me make sure that you guys. So let's listen to this guy.
Since 2013, and I started schooling in UCC. This is where I get money to pay my fees. Samuel Agbene anya mfinhyia aduonu enkono na ne nkɔmɔbɔ mu no wɔde to yɛ anim sɛ University of Cape Coast Bachelor of Education na kyerɛ sɛ wotumi kɔɔyɛ na wokuta second class upper a saa bere no a yɛkasa ɛnam sɛ wɔkɔpɛ adwuma a wanhyɛ da anya bi nti no waba abɛgyina kwan ho na wɔretɔn adeɛ wɔ La Paz a ɛwɔ Nkran na nkɔmɔbɔ mu na wɔkyerɛ sɛ wɔn specialize yɛ wɔ biology ne chemistry education mu ma saa bere no wɔyɛ graduate teacher yɛne no bɔ nkɔmmɔ ma no kyerɛ deɛ nti korɔ pɔtee a saa bere no watumi aba abɛgyina kwan ho a wɔretɔn adeɛ fiti sɛ wɔwie sukuu no wɔ mfeɛ mpini ne edu nson no mu ɛno akyire no wɔsan bɔ yɛ amanneɛ sɛ ɔyɛ graduate teacher o na ɔyɛ ne service koraa mpo wɔ UCC University Basic School hɔnom a ne nyinaa no n'adwumaden nti no wɔnyae abasobɔdeɛ koraa mpo wɔ hɔnom nti no wɔde ne ho kɔkɔhyɛ ɛyɛ free SHS double track system teacher recruitment no mu ne nyinaa mu no wɔwie yɛ a wɔn kyerɛ sɛ wɔanqualify ne nyinaa mu no wɔampa aba ma wɔde ne ho koraa ahyɛ ɛyɛ teacher licensure examination ne koraa mu a saa bere no wɔhwɛ anim sɛ results no nyinaa no ebetumi aba ɛno nso nsɛm a wɔka de fa ho no nie.
Then I finished my service at the same university. So GS opened the recruitment for teachers. I've applied, I did everything. Yet when they released the results, I was told that I'm not qualified. And I have second upper in science education. So I don't know why. I'm supposed to be in a classroom. And they even asked us to write teacher license exams. I wrote, but the exams is not yet out. Yet I'm still back to the road. So I'm even confused and I'm frustrated.
Nkɔmmɔ ma wɔkyerɛ yɛ sɛ ɔba bɛgyina akwan ho a wɔhyɛ aseɛ sɛ wɔretɔn adeɛ no ne nam fofoɔ ɛnneɛ wɔn ɛsere ne sɛ etwetwetwetwe ɛka kyerɛ ne sɛ nti ka bebrebe a wɔkɔkɔ bɔɔyɛ a wɔsɛ wɔde kɔ akɔgye adesua nyinaa no ɛna wasan aba bɛgyina kwan ho a wɔne yɛn nyinaa wiewie sɛ amoako ɛne edu yi wɔne yɛn ɛkyerɛ n'akosɛm ɛfa saa fa no nso.
If at the end of it all I use the money I save from the work to educate myself, and at the end I can't do anything, I have to come back to the same route working. And the colleagues I used to work with now they even laugh at me. You have wasted your time going to university and you come back to compete with us. So I'm frustrated. I don't know why this Ghana, if you don't know anybody, you can't get a job with your qualification or what.
ɛno akyire no wɔde adesuadeɛ ato Minister of Education na afei Ghana Education Service foɔ mpanimfoɔ anim sɛ wɔn ma wɔn akwanya no o sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a wɔn bɛtumi abɔ mmɔden no wɔn nso wɔn nimdeɛ a wɔn akɔ akɔgye wɔ suapɔn mu ahodoɔ so a wɔde bɛboa adesua nsɛm wɔ ɔman no mu no nso no ebɛtumi aba mu de ama wɔn.
I want to tell the Minister of Education that even though the courses are there, everybody have his own area or interest. So my interest in education, I want to be a teacher. That compelled me to do science education. Right now, somebody who have no education background is in the classroom, and me with my education background roaming on the road. It doesn't make sense.
Well, I mean, some Matibi. So, such a guy, if you find him digging for Mutimenka. Somebody give me a hello. Okay, I hope someone Mutimenka. Well, okay, cool. Okay, I think the reason is armed robbery, galamsey, prostitution, scamming. You can name them. All the crimes are that normally, they share the youth, And mind you, most of the crime, about 90% of the crime created in the country, like normal crime in the country, in the streets, are by the youth. Because I'm not more Harry Kaka or meet my kind of job. No. Mind you, all these are just symptoms of the main problem. The main problem is uneducation. It's uneducation. It's lack of education. But according to the World Bank statistics, tertiary, we are producing that. This number is 2018. 2018. That's about 4 years ago, right? No, that's like 5 years ago, right? I don't know. Now you produce 109,874 students a year. Graduates in more tertiary university, technical schools in Kahun. People who go to Ghana, so-called business and secretarial schools, I won't come. People of my learning trade, I won't come. No more macro formal education, no, formal tertiary education, and out of that, only 10% is absorbed into mainstream. Now, they have to find their way. Into, my friend said 10,000. 10,000. And it was employed by government, by the construction companies, by the MTNs, all those companies. The rest, almost 99,000. They have to find their way. And you'll be I mean, can you imagine? Say when you be Ghana, or so pay Jumaya, who Krumha, and what are some not to any. See, could you and I draw train? What do you want? No, see, Kwame, and Kawunya a car crack a crabby mamma. I can use it as a taxi whilst I wait to look for a job, and I submit him the Uber. And I said, Kwame, you know what? Just get me a machine kakrabi. Yeah, train classic crown. Mill machine, mechanica be mommy, which is quite an expensive equipment. Nah, me from running kakra whilst I'm looking for a job, but I think this one will sustain me for a while. Also, could you no problem. Don't worry. Kumed in there, but I'll see what I can do. I will struggle. You get the money. You get about $3,000, $4,000. You go to an auction. You buy a car. You spend about another $1,000 getting it up to speed, and then you ship it for maybe about $1,005. Charlie, who's the Kenyan answer? This is a youth. What you're doing is that you're taking one person and now two people out of the unemployment pool. A single guy. That's what you're trying to do. Say nika pana okotolia. You are trying to take about 6 people out of the unemployment pool, and that's just direct work. Indirect work, so kakrabeba. So you're helping. Okoto Kano. The Kodru Ghana. Omu junior on duty. Maybe I'll get to Kojo. I can buy the car. Beat me. Beat me, man. So, when you're a duty. Duty say I general almost about $7,000. Ghana yenye car. Okay, we don't make cars, so the only way we get cars is to import them. These guys are taking $7,000. I am more than how much you bought the car for. Quite. So you think so? Oh, I mean, with a country of about Osha's statistics now, with the church and Osha no Krewumpa, it's about 70% to 50% unemployment, youth unemployment. It maybe they want to do this, to control air pollution and but me I sure say if you have a youth that is unemployed, that there might be some program here. Bit me slashes or amano. No, they are starting a Juma kakran and bibisa. If he has a company registered and bibisa, you might think that. I mean, every smart person will think that. No. To more struggle, yeah, because the more I'm more kind of show port na the more taxes in your cost. So I'm wanting. You know what's going to happen to the car? The government is going to take the car, or a car, and then he's going to sell it for about $600. Car now out on 4,000. Fans out on 3,000. We should pay 1,000. Fans, you're approaching 5,000. How they could do Ghana no? Almost just 7,000. When you be, you better turn car no. It's $500 to $600. On an auction, I'm OB. I want one pound on your shade. Just because you only and I saw your Juma immigration. And I saw Unimubi wa baimu. And I owe you Obi wa baimu. What was I can 600? Enti sa unyana, he thinks there was an opportunity coming his way. Now, government now on board has no programs to help you to employ yourself now. Has also stepped on your neck by paying $600, $600, $600 for car. So, like, normal when it creates resentment. Into a crying to one day come dinner. See, oh, Charlie, what school name guy, you know, a hard pa. My friend, and see what's up. Friend also, Charlie, could you say, street life now? Say, that's code for street vices. Street life now, whatever, metro. So if she's a woman, it's robbery, prostitution, or scamming. If it's a man, scamming, armed robbery, gallant, just name it. Because on found you. And that is what is happening to most West African countries, especially Ghana. And it's sad it's happening to Ghana because Ghana, we always see ourselves very different from all the other countries. But that's the issue. So, and that's just one of them. Imagine this guy, Anamekano was in, going through all the channels, hawk on the streets, found money, go to the university. Everything that they say you should do, Akwanaye. Now, government and employ about 90% of teachers in Ghana. Omuye a friend is saying free senior high school. Our rotate students, you need to rotate the teachers too. So you think that they will employ more teachers, right? Wrong. And this guy is sitting home. So Okushiao, our Winnie Bakwansu, no the teacher also, he will have no sympathy for you. Because guess what? The country has failed him. Antonio Humorobiama. Look at the case in entertainment. Me say entertainment can employ almost 109,000 I kind. Almost 20,000 of them can be just employed. So they can entertainment, they can self-employ themselves. They can employ themselves. Movie productions, music, just name it. All the government has to do is to make life easier for them. Build movie theaters. Every city or every town in Ghana should have some sort of movie theater. That doubles as a proper theater where people can do drama and stuff like that. So that people can make movies. And I thank God. I mean, equipment, cheap kakra. They can make music and then sell it and make money without bothering you. It's easy stuff. So, all loans here, balloon be $500 million, $120 million, 150 million euros. Say million pounds. You can use that to build infrastructure. And if we can do that, or in the movie now, instead of taking to silver bed on one door and pump, no contribution towards your movie. But why a movie every who premiere Silverbird takes 50% of whatever money you're going to make from the movie. So if government has a theater, it will say untimi emma every person sika to do a movie. But if you have a theater, will be in the movie now or apply he can go show the movie and get about 90% of his money to start another movie. And you know how many people they employ in making movies. So and hold on, I'm trying to get a guest. So, now my guest now Becca Pununichi into my mirror said if there's a way that I can get him in. Hang 5, take 5 from me. Why? Yeah, it's as I was saying, we really need to push this. So if the government can put some infrastructure, the reason why people worry about government, because Ghana is a very small country, and almost every facet of the country's economy is controlled by the government. So what I say, and there are red tapes that are all around that. If you want to do something, I'll break. These are some of the things that they have to do. I think I've gone on a rant for far too long. Babe posti link, I have a guest today, Nana. Because Nana Bebande may post a link, and if anybody wants to come in, you can come in, and if you have a question or a contribution, you can share with us. Just watch down there. I'm going to put it right there. All right. Until then, that one. If anybody has a contribution, suggestion, you join all over the world. You can join. And Pacho, unya so now bit me share mamia and have drink. Me the part. Yeah, it's like how entertainment can employ a lot of us. And to say so, there's YouTube, there is social media. So population being a problem those days. So Ghana population, I think maybe we're like 18 million. 18 million population. So 18, we have to go to Nigeria to say, no. Now the whole world is at your doorstep. There are kids in Malta, on population, you're saying, Luxembourg. Creating things on social media and selling to the whole world. It was wait maybe. I think Nana Jose is on the line. Nana Jose Bebana. Nana.
Yeah, name.
What's up?
Mbone Juma. Embre muye pa embra muraho with Moframa from 16 years to 24 years warrior and robber. In fact, especially ladies. This and robbers work commercial from on no yam here. Misafo fitida male menyi na bodura membre. Muhunde misafo kwan robin. Oye ndepe na za name. Fact Ghana na say mimde nche wa kwechira ye misafo izizi sebio misafo mfancham. Nche mimde wants wo for two lie. But she said once we run robin mzia. No isn't.
Yeah, so the money is not quick enough. I'm robbing there within a few seconds.
Yeah. Serious. Ghana mpanyimfo wo mo wonyodo na won hwe ma emanan numu na ongo kakra. Won hwe ma numu ongo kakra ya srawan. Mpanyimfo ya srawan. Na aposifo no so aposifo no wa da dodo. Aposifo na ada. Debe bia te won monte pansa na wetum wehu bebi ankofo ne sha.
Na police for there. The more you produce these armed robbers, they can catch up. So I say.
The more name. Watch one no way one. Watch one no way one. Watch one no way one.
I mean, your statistics for how many.
Obey chapel. Obey chapel. Onkesi prison. Instead of them to obesi, they be in Chankofu Bushiazi war. Obuchiazi will want to wage down Robin. Not a place prison. Not just Uncle Robin Uncle prison. Prison was all what you fed there. Oh, fair.
Nice. Very nice.
Very nice. And see one.
That's a boarding school.
Oh God.
Very, very nice.
Oh God. And see one will walk off first.
Joke.
One will enjoy.
This is a quick joke. But so Obi for say, hey, Ghana the obokro no boni East Legon. Bon Akramo and a chiwa. You do Pentecost prison.
Pentecost. And our best for Pentecost as if no Kuriazi or you will Pentecost prison.
Yeah. Now, Oko Fifa Nima Nui the Chiwans the street.
Or you will crank up for no inside. Oh no, why you Boko?
Yeah. But what I was trying to say, and they said, yeah, well, statistics for how many graduates or movie school every year. Anthony, you can plan for that. But there are no statistics of criminals or mobile every year. And the police, no matter how much they try, be brave performance as it's a problem.
Shabo ye wako university out nazi. I ain't uncle my classmates bebre wo gufie. Must start the mountain. Me and was the business. No was wrong.
Right.
No was wrong. By since ya and one zero you pay a brochirin. One mum says I was from Charlie Owen you maybe we can cry. That's some starting was wrong. Because remember my meeting on yet. Remember meeting on yet. To make sure there, Miss Margin, buffer baby. On the Mezziba pay, once a walk cross school chairman, one I walk investing, what the Ghana, war friend, Charlie may weak a cray. Oh, yeah, pa.
If you send
Mama.
Nana, your man and I are cover.
Yeah, Nana, Kasa.
Nana Ahwazi. I would need one.
Yes. I want the beat.
Ahwazi.
Yeah.
I'll make it night.
Thank you.
Charlie, so now can do. Now say crime statistics now can say the minimum, at least or minimum trends, right? Minimum crimes and for committing more. That should guide them, right? They don't need the numbers, the number of people who are committing the crimes.
Right.
They need the trends, right?
Right, they do. They actually, yeah. But that will help you to this far. That is because the number of crimes, so say if it's happening everywhere at the same time, the police cannot. The police cannot be everywhere all the time.
Unless they are deploying some good technology, like you're saying, it will be hard for them.
Exactly.
But wait, me blaming and crop on even in the developed world, one would say the nature of job is changing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just keeping to that traditional form, if you live with that system, you'll be screwed up. People were getting worried because it's our blue collar jobs, factory jobs, now they were used to we're no longer there. They know how to switch to technology and get used to that new way, and that was causing some friction. And about Trump, and it can't be that Trump the winning, So yeah, because he was promising that he'll bring back the factories because this, excuse me, say white folks, that's our job now that they were used to, they were losing it, and they were not catching up with the technology part. And now
coal miners, no.
Exactly. The world is changing. The traditional jobs, old jobs, So no go school now when you have to so they are forgetting. Things are changing. But it's not like a crime, police for no. But it's ironic power we see Pentecost one prisons are man. And somebody will be criticized or say, I didn't know and I sorry what Ghana be brave. Not still, but no causes are. Like
right. I don't catch yourself. I'm gonna give you up. They say, hit me. David.
People are making nonsense of everything that they're doing.
Obi say the government that is supposed to build prisons is building a church, and the church that is supposed to build a church is building a prison. I did not done it.
Oh God, well done.
I'm done. I saw crowd give you up. Say, oh, say it's me, you. Yeah, yeah. But I'm winning them, baby. Man, baby, other.
Hey, Ghana, and found the Abbey will be the
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Prison in India, Metiasia said, Omupa Munya, myself for some saying, there be nobody body, and the Metiasia. And prison of Muslim would there for mom because they are human
Yeah,
centered.
nice.
Or more thinking about rehabilitating people, not just throwing people out there, making them hardened criminals. Into that square, everybody Pentecost one abaso, but Omumwa or mine na Ghana is here, Christo, some Maya. It should reflect in their lifestyle. But it appears it's they're not cutting. You should name it now and Christo some name. That is a big challenge. The church has to ask themselves why. So you see a Christo mind also. Yeah, by mooning conform leading now, near more. The people are not happy. They don't feel like it's right, it's upright. Why? I didn't hear.
It's not. I mean,
Obi polluting so yeah. What the Americans so Trump said the system is working. Now I have you to turn
they say you're declared wanted in New York.
Oh,
by all Ashanti chiefs in.
I agree with the because now everybody's becoming so frustrated and they are not seeing leadership come from all aspects of our society, and people are going hard on leaders and even insulting them as much as it is with insult, but they are becoming frustrated, the youth, and they are insulting because they've grown up in a technological age. They can see what is happening in other parts of the world. You can't lie to them anymore. You can't just show them anything and think you are satisfied with it. There's a revolution coming.
It is. This time it's not going to be by guns.
There's a revolution. For no more Ghana. Omunyo says, Jimmy Titimu Breno. Now with me, Cassim Trubia, no idea to me. So you're paying, a tremor. Because people are getting information real hand on their phone, they are researching, they are looking at what is happening elsewhere.
I mean, the Ghanaian youth is every day on social media comparing his or her life to the youth in Norway.
America.
And I say, so what is so special about this guy that he gets all this and I don't get it? Meanwhile, I have more resources than he has. So what the heck? It's I'm do at him, and there's no way you can do it.
You should expect more of this coming. It's not going to stop here.
It's
just the sign that people are frustrated. It's not convincing the youth that they are leading, and they need to be watchful because
I mean, some of them are low-hanging fruits. Like the video that we just watched. The guy has done everything that is in the book for you to do to succeed. Why so that youth has done his bit. Ghana, about 90% of teachers are employed by the government. The government is crying every day, say, "Oh, lucky teachers." This guy has gone through the system whilst making money on the street to pay for his tuition. Where his STEM education is the new ish right now.
Right.
He has a certificate, second degree upper in science education. He has to go back on the streets to go hawk again because I think this is a very low hanging fruit. Ama say street boys now no no year juma no nya ne sika or investing education almost surrender say you know what almost no you've wasted time and money for nothing.
But street so their street guy for feeling so no now about he's more sharp in there. They maybe will meet me, I won't mean but it still doesn't speak well of him anyway.
It still doesn't speak well. Yeah. So he's frustrated. It is such a guy, no, Okoya Amrobo, who are because the society has failed him.
Right.
Period. So and that's what pains me. And I think some of them are hard, like some manufacturing jobs, Simple. Nana Jose, his story is very simple, and he just decided, so you know what, I can't compete with all these guys. You know what I'll do? Man, Arene, Namaton. I think Ahose is fancy for Arene.
Oh,
That's why they call
I
him.
thought it means strength. Is that not strength?
No. This for Arene beats.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought it when you said Anahosi, it means something and not strong. Okay, I mean,
No. It's
I was
beats. So
thinking
he started
Ahosi.
selling beats
I
in
see.
Ghana.
I see.
And then he became very popular for that's why they call him Nanahoze. That's fancy
Oh,
for beats.
I see.
Yeah.
Nice.
And through it, and
Nice.
Wabi Mohano.
So
And but I was setting an example, say, like things Nyoma Kakran say, little manufacturing equipment.
Thank you. You are correct.
Milling equipment. Said I take Krasida Kakran, Nika Nisano Mano. You should be able to import them without any taxes on it. Tractors. For at least. So when you're doing for kids to be able to stand up on your own. But a friend of mine, he's big into agri. He just bought a tractor from Belgium. And Okoyi Freeport. The word dream is what your picture almost everybody. The bill picture what almost everybody he knows. It was ridiculous. It's a tractor. They're been power you know waiting apart from agri.
Right. Agri is not nipa will be crying in the year. Commercializing.
Exactly. It's Nabomebu, he's not planning on buying any more tractors. So what I say. And this kid has been farming ever since I read him at practically. He had a farm then as a student. He's very passionate about it.
About what he's doing.
And he got his.
The funny thing. The funny thing is, I bind in some time you could track the CB Indian buy. No farming center. No much time at MP.
Yeah, I can't say story. No. The most painful part about Ayariga's issue say he didn't buy it for his farm. He bought it and was renting to the farmers. Oh man!
And look at an individual and look at the struggle he has to go through.
He has to go through.
Who MP this individual and one of the years supporting. The individual needs more than who MP because if you livelihood, they are why no MP at this and be at the parliament. Maybe you might not be a full-time farmer. You get what I'm trying to say?
It's ridiculous. And that is why there's a lot of brain drain going on.
Has to be tuned up. And yes, Charlie, people like this who feel like the system is against them and is just favoring the few people. If they rise up, like you said in Amsa, you can't control them.
Oh yeah, I mean this is a serious national security issue. Youth employment is a national security issue, and you think, say, a country with so many problems that is willing to solve these problems, and use these problems and create a lot of jobs to solve the problems.
Definitely.
Because I was watching somebody was filming Odo River. Now, the funny thing is that there was not a single liquid in view. All you can see is just plastic moving very fast. That's all you can see. Plastic and just moving. And you think, say, okay, we can actually employ people to desilt it. We can employ people to work around it to make it clean. Instead of how many millions of loan you could just say the Bible desilting. And Ghanaian kids are very innovative. If they have to come out with something to make their job easy, they will do. and that will, you know, fast track technology as well. And I don't see any of our governments trying to do anything about it. And they're government, because the Ghanaian economy, every facet of it is controlled by the government. Red tapes everywhere. I mean, that's what's going to happen, and it's quite. Hey, yeah.
You have
Hey, yo.
you have to set up your Yes. What I mean,
I said, oh, where you not sound you? You're scratching.
Yeah, other nice kakro.
I said, you.
Yeah, more one cry. Other bubu juma kakra.
Juma,
Nanya, ebo juma nti. Yem fe zagor.
I guess we cannot complain, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, David, share. Kakra ya pendama. Te mu wo fia nchama ahwe ahonze egum nsado. Na mazinam takrade, mazinam akra, mazinam kumase. Na morota. Moko school by school. Nti baby mebodun. Hey, madogba azinase. Right? Yeah.
So this is what you can say.
Nine.
Ghanaian youth are not lazy.
No.
And the return is good.
Obeye na returning. Tell me Zoom line with human. Return number by 2 months. 2 months na menye makutia. 3 months na menye makutia. Nti mijai ka ye hotel ejuma metona wa menye hotel ejuma. Hotel ejuma menye bro no sisi na all right by na ye. Later na mko hunde sika na ozi mahene. Mo book nim na ozi kira bana. Onyan no ozi mahene. Nti say Ghana fana wo bobo hwede ampa the hotel wo tua and count this amount and what ba na maame na save one mo this cash one wa ka na atum na ampa ska was my hene mkoko hun that my secret must ba out ma nkofo raise voice out no no esisi here and said maame no you the right thing nti Ghana fana bi what ba no budget bribe na woko da ampa wo tua and count at the right time of hotel. Look at this. Na here bread. Oyesin, in fact, Ghana oyesin. Chinujanas oye the best because our Ghana no cast all right on shower but ope you were to no difference room system re juma. I a program pe benyiska.
Yeah, I mean, say no. I tell me there. They are not because and yeah, they are to be tried because they say because of internet and the social media. No. A 14-year-old guy, our Ghana, every day or surround pa another 14-year-old guy or America. Now then one compare and say, now or no, how special is here? Or no timinya we na me de minya we. It will start here beside questions. You start asking questions. Now, or the two side no one say, I mean, you guys have no other reason. So because we are Jimmy for.
Yep.
And and he's not wrong. To say near Jonas can me as some no kind say oboa there say intro na odi dia. Then atem di no di no it doesn't make sense. But the Chiefs are sitting there watching the rivers getting polluted. Bimukra kahun mutwitwa asase ne ma. No say oyo hene. Oh no, some guys so oyo hene. Na otena se ma nkrofo say unsuo na nkrofo nya bi no ma. We Jimmy so new at them. If you are not doing it, it doesn't apply to you. So when apply to you.
Beginning beginning obo tumfo na about do tumfo ayaze de wa ka de 30% one wotena hwan waka homa galamse na orokodun nti okase wie yi na ebi tested nti testing na test na obey no so abo otumfo mpo oye hwana nti na bia im no onye otumfo no ohyehyɛ ahemfo nkakram na otumfo de ka wana asam no ono na ozi wana atem de otumfo mpo de kasa oritwe wanyim na mpako ne testing de hey no so otumfo mpo oye hwana this is the going and when say live videos ne ebi hye webufu a that's all for that nine
Right.
that's all for that
But I
nine
mean, Ghana and paying for the Omunyina they should get ready because I tell me they be bringing them quite sober. Because
Olepa yeah kwame
and Crano I show more life.
ye media na mboyen ye ni media na mboyen
Oh
ye ni
yeah.
media mpanyimfo na woman one mboyen kwame
I
safa
mean,
kan sorry to mention the names
yeah.
Kwaku Bakun kind of one of where good leaders no other but when you funa ya man to open work one na to no what wish birthday happy birthday look at this
What was your birthdays?
what wish birthdays and the people who are supposed to good morning happy birthday the time is 6 o'clock it's going to 5:30 in some damn for Subian come on them my brother Kane this time in beauty yago social media nti bia ne wiaber bia de hwe molokodo ntombwa
Yeah.
business na woye no wasesa ndwuma na woye no wasesa so called Kennedy Japan ozo number no zutwa mboa de number wa brochi na wonye sika na youth yen for social media ne ye hey come on Kennedy awonye sika na etomba poto abrochi ma won so wore ye na bi kwahwe aban na banda abrochi nde adwuma ni nyina asesa nti Ghana apia akufado on start the oluchia zoom lion foka wa on je adwuma start oluchia onka proper every month bia ni second akutua ibia baye adwuma ni bi ibia ba se border amamefu nya do ho behye ba akutua na mba ye adwuma na peni dia aja gu kutokum ozekogu bank oritwa masika na wo ansa na ozamen still mo 4 months akam wo Ghana wo zoom lion wontua maka na maziba abrocha
What you say we tell you 4 months we beat me adwuma 1 year kra na entia ne kai. What you say 4 months o mo dey acha o.
hwe mkoko
do pa ma wo so mo do.
You na mo so pro wan hwe mkoko kasa mu krom baka nsu no adawan na wo mam kakra mase mkoto pan no abotu bia ne yefuna hye na wo mam kakra mama kuma to meyem na mo bi so do maziba hwe
O fante de me de pa o fante ne de me ne de met na so na de bi wa bo me fante.
Me half mun katwi yeah mpapa fi asante mampon ma me ofigwe
Oh okay.
Ba wo mu ogwe ba me half yeah
I see.
Yo pa brother yo
Kwame, I think so going forward when I make you. Computer no.
Yeah, I think this is clear.
Na ya my point name is azokrope name masam one ugwa abrochi na was support there Ghana onyas no wonje one wash youth ne bufu one ugwa abrochi no support there Ghana onyas no wonje
almost support say
almost Ghana near there.
I'm Ghana onyas
fine, we are okay.
Ghana near there. Ghana they say they I saw me careful. Obia na stage or woman in life on the amateur.
Serious.
You know, like I said, no. I say we say Ghana nkola bebre na na nke say absorb you no. Ye ntimi anye no well long period of time to mabobo so on the amateur. O mabobo so na opportunities no ye expanded do na ye. Ye nyina ye betena krum ha ye adwuma. Ye Ghana ga obi say ye nyina be fit into system no. Share juma, share value of a juma we are young fan and push and yeah juma high crown low crown. Look at the value of our low job, no, compared to some of the Ghana and what waste our years in the so that test she says there's a serious problem. I've always said that we are underutilizing our potentials and it's costing us more because
That's true.
Nkofo nyina umba benyini omo nyina wie sabi owura adwuma mu 30 years. Now 30 years no Ghana's more retirement 60 years. 30 years now I feel no promotion. Obebo chrono because he needs to make up for all what is lost in life. For all this work.
That's a very, 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 very cogent point.
Yeah, corruption. Corruption. Structural problem.
Yeah, solving the main problem now. Corruption needs to be solved.
Yeah, the technology never do now. Say, but when the technology do now, another avenue, then the anger will now come because people can now feel like they are not getting value for their money, and they will redirect that anger somewhere else. Because if they can't corrupt the system or they can't get the money, then now it will raise another whole level of accountability for politicians. Because people will now use their brains. They won't just say, I belong to this party, I belong to that party. Now they know the system
is moving away. Echo, look at the past election. Look at the just past election.
And that is where the accountability will come on political leaders because people won't care about which political party you tag them. They don't care. That doesn't, because if they can't steal from the system and their well-being is not improved, now they'll hold you guys more accountable. And even I support digitization. Smoothness level of system. Now, who's a system? Smoothness level. Sabi. Politicians man no more kasa. Now also talk about the nyansa beden. And that accountability will come. And if you say we are getting there, because chobo na nankofo di no nti na omo mu system no heading. No mo fi so na Ghana for obi atie. But enye easy no mo. Dan obi ka chem say tema for say nsuo or the saying gatamu. And I'm say
gatamu.
And then wo say tema for say nsuo or gatamu. Na tema for no mo ma say nsuo or gatamu from Kwame Nkrumah beresa be pem na dey temafo edu temafo so dey won hu say Ghana no edin woni ma bra me fa nko
ba enche be bedru airport presidential
ene dey edu airport dey won hu say Ghana edin enche wo dey bra me fa nko Ghana ekura bia se na me nko kire nsu ankrofo no but what ya kra na temana na wonya wo dey no you were not thinking about them. You thought that everything was fine and they be do temafo so dey wo you are angered. And you want you've had it for a long time good. But I mean they've had it for a long time bad.
When you're to football, say about
I think I do so now ubuafu. I think they do so ubuafu. Sa angana na me pese wo so bi ekura so ye ne kwan ye wadokoko san no kwan ye. Onso na ye kwan ni nyina wo Kumasi na Accra. Sa angani bi na say what the back politician so say
yeah.
But now I enjoy the now I can not to because ne ye ma.
Problem.
To fight for our people, fight for people because we are in we have to fight for everybody. We can't be
if you don't fight for people, nobody will fight for you.
That village
say times one, nobody will fight for you. So I acquire your kinds of when they were coming for the unionists, Mankashi, because I wasn't a unionist. Omopa for Jews. Mankashi, because I wasn't a Jew. Now it's a knock on quite ya betcha no be any ho. You don't back call quick. It's first of all, I think says import duties now. And that no man say is coming into the country to do nothing but work. So obi akwakofa tractor, obi akofa tipper truck, ala obi akofa combine harvester. So or the back room ho. No wakofa duty kakra atoso. Say adwuma no be na ya na I mean if you're a government, what are you trying to do? First of all, microphone untime employ more than that. Yeah, boy, my employer so I will see boy.
And for somebody, they are working
Kwame
for someone
Hwale.
to sit down and say some imported tractor no. Not just a nipa no. And you'll be who
Nani abre.
he's not when he's not through what he wants to go and do, and the investment in the kuma do or bibimu. And a second no the corners no. Once we get to say the backbone, wow, person commercializing and ye. Now individuals sitting tired for now. Why don't you push them? That is some of the incoherent policy and a government objective are sometimes imani numuna the policy of government and what you are trying to achieve, it's conflicting. It's rather
Conflicted.
killing, it's killing that objective. That is policy incoherent. If you do that and you're repeating that same errors in other places, you'll be creating what I call gridlocks in the economy. And
gridlocks.
Just making, it difficult for your economy to expand and open. I might have to take these things serious and look into them. Mifi say have a policy and encourage people. Agriculture input with the bar. Ghana, we want to commercialize. Yeah, and look at what people will do. I wish I knew him and he knew I knew somebody who could just, wave the fees on it for him.
Kwame Enwude ma ha. Enwude Ngwogude ma ha.
Right.
Master so ni ya meze bogwa ha. Meze be hwe so me yem hyehyem.
Oh yeah,
I mean, me yem container. Me yem hyehyem. Wama bebre, wama mampa bebre ono be. Creatures, ayerefo woni creatures ono be. Electric one na nwa wo mu obepia. Na so me yem hyehyem. Ebi na ma betre me yem hyehyem.
Oh, sir, I mean, Ote, but Ote, for issue, no. He came to America.
Yeah,
he came to America. Met a few high-level friends of his.
Oh.
And call warehouse now, new hospital beds, and it was during the COVID time. And almost they want to give it away. And all Banokranum they so pana. No, see, I mean Ghana, there's a huge problem with hospital beds in the hospital. It is if they want to get rid of the beds and it's new, that he'll take them. So also one on the phone. I'm afraid one government official will say, Charlie, this is what I've got. And some more power, come and ship him around, then you can share it to the new hospitals now, Mrs. Official got so waiting there about due to the taxes there. So one out here.
Look at this.
He ended up sending it to Nigeria. And in Nigeria, also they paid for his shipping. It was tax-free, it was duty-free. So
yeah, hospital equipment, who says your protocol you have to follow before you can bring it to Ghana. It has to be accepted before you even ship it. Otherwise, we'll be doing more, they will charge you a fee. Then no be sending some circular be around that. I'm like, if somebody's sending a circular around that, I know you guys have to meet some standard, you have to vet some things, but how come other countries are able to do it easy and we still have that problem?
Get it easy.
Like you said it, how come it was able to go to Nigeria? Nigeria young Ghana for no. How is our standard so different from Omo?
I mean, I've been to the villages and I've seen the hospital beds in the village. I didn't see any standards, my friend.
So what
they were just bunk beds I used to SSS, so they can't give us that excuse.
Mo ayefo nkokula 30. Ayefo nkokula 30. Wokofodia. Nti mo kra maze kacha wana. Onye support wana. Mo nkota maze kacha wana.
Oh yeah. Things like that should be free. And that's the frustration of the youth. Obi say okotoka ninu area school watena fiesa onye adwuma na ninu an say on top a van and man in fine adwuma. So akoto van no van 4,500. Okodru Ghana almost $7,000. And sana we van. And this is someone trying to help take some few people from the pool of unemployed people you have. and now you're charging him more than he bought the track for. So what will happen is that when and they found out that somebody in government, they've auctioned the track to somebody in government for $500. To such a person, he's so
Look
frustrated.
at this.
Oshano
Look
or
at
arm
this.
robber, oh mubo, because the society have not been kind to the person. And I think, sir, these are some of the low-hanging fruits that government and I mean, first of all, we should put more pressure on government because most of the politicians, are they obey Alberto Obama ni be obey. So we should get our priorities straight instead of some mumbesi toilets in my we should be engaging in things like this.
Yeah, Kwame, I think so. We have a lot. There's a lot that has to happen to change a lot of move the needle because we are so much overwhelmed with backlogs that say and to an amount them and finding creative ways and means beyond here we are. Everyone come up for a show and it do one we feel sorry about it because sometimes not what like when you look at youth, now we share baby like me sure Kwame say one guy say we be uncle for no share from Ghana. Now we share say these people if they were in this country, I mean
Oh
their
yeah,
life would have been
yeah,
far better off, because
better,
have
yeah.
they will know what to do with their life, they have opportunities, I mean, and it gets very sad. Would they know to who now you feel pain. Oh, honey, I'm a
And
you will feel
even
pain.
the brethren, every person that I know is trying to get out of the country.
Kwame, or come on you. Or come on yet.
Obia Minimibia is trying to get
I was telling me my friend from Ghana, me got to say, Masa, I betray thing. But I betray dinner is within a contest. Because maybe you won't be able to save and go and do a big project now. But at least they will be there. You will never get up and think about the enemy in the middle if you are not lazy. Especially maybe you might not be able to save that glamorous money and go and do a big project or go and get your dream house or something. But fundamentally, the Didier, that should not be anything anybody in the world should get up thinking about what am I going to eat and also acquire burden. If somebody is thinking about what am I going to eat and not acquire burden, how can that person be innovative ever in this world? How can they even begin to think luxuriously about high flying,
inventing something? Yeah,
how is that possible?
Come do you're trying to invent something to go to Mars? Okay.
Kwame, that may be some also Kromano or sandwich. I have a few common party. Omon yomu, Omon Yabanku, and Omon Chabayre, no Wako. Obako sandwich with sandwiches who be do back me be now. How come say Ghana sandwich in this animal? You intimi ye food are like I sometimes it's bread, common bread and sausage, right? Bread no sausage ya mudishemi. How come saying you're common? Anka or common nobody should be you should even be picking what you want to eat. So mean the way they be every mommy way. But Ghana they don't have that luxury.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Kwame, me say if we are successful, that is the basic minimum. If nobody can get 3 square meal food a day to eat and they are still struggling, it means that fundamentally the structure now there's a problem.
There's a problem.
And that is why I was so much interested in this agriculture thing. I work on Ashimano. Media, fortunately for me, Kwame, me papa, when I want to know we transfer the back across. He wants to be in communities where he can do farming because he believes in farming and supplementing his salary with farming. Because it's easy, right. And many people who do farming and work, Kwame, usually which means they are a step ahead of just ordinary government job.
And psychologically and health-wise, farmers live longer than anybody. Farmers, because gratification. I don't know what be an few months later, you feel young.
You feel good. And
you feel good about it.
Therapy.
So, and the exercise of just walking around your farm.
Yeah, can you imagine what I want to champ on do tomatoes so unfichi no fila. When you
no be.
no eh
Mokone tomatoes kakra wicho.
eh
Oh,
won't people know when you they be water.
Uh-huh. That's why me I've always been a town boy because of access to farms. And I want to have a me mommy anyway, mommy, you want aquitiano dia cauliflower. You dibi tombi. And baby ayakobia we have a garden. And you know, mommy catch us a garden now could pay me a full mua.
wow. And I mean, it did help. It did help. Yeah,
Yeah.
metna boy low cost. Almost competition with low cost.
Low cost,
Garment workers, low cost. No be a backyard garden. Leaves, so many things. And Kwame, omuya workers almost our farms. Omuko dom maize. Omuko dom millet. So our workers in Kwame, food was not something they ever thought about because
it wasn't a problem.
They were able to produce more than even enough. And almost salary no even though they endorse Kwame. Not a swarm, and those people were not greedy. They were not looking because their salary.
No. What transfer Omonko? What in Ghana? Towns like Bolga, Wa, Koforidia, Sunyane, South small towns. We are civil servant now. Come up as Obeko baby. Because like your yeah,
Sunyane, I think it's Sunyane more. Yeah, they have food.
Yeah,
but Koforidia
can't.
Yeah,
I've always been to be bizarre. They be on the
Koforidia
Koforidia Omodopa.
I'm dear bro, Anna.
Share. Koforidia bro.
But Mom said like most of those people now free South towns, they are very content. Onya, he's happy. He got a little house over there. Adriano boy cheap, and he even has a garden. He has a farm. He has friends all around him. And life is good. The quality of life is higher than the hustles and bustles of Accra and Kumasi.
Yeah, Kwame, I wish you part Titanipo ne yan papa fon. What is been before yan mamifo nyaji. Onye sika afida ansa na o part to tema mo mami. Say she titan no yeziba na was wall. No yeziba na was wall. Onye sika. Na se bibia so sisi bibia yesika. Nti yembu eziba na yembu farmers.
You say you be a farms in a good. No, you're good. But you're done out of it.
You're good, yeah.
Why too much?
We are good. You're not, of course, a sad cash. I feel not overpaid, you're out of it. And that's where the problem is. Say, but then I will try to actually, I put 2 goals. If you and you know to say this is very important conflict.
They don't know what is coming at them. More fertile more sign no. Chrome hand no more pesa land no.
83 is coming back again. 83. You know? 83 is coming back again.
I mean, I think I was watching one of those old retired soldiers now, Kase. We've sat in the country and the rainy season we've missed it, but nobody's talking about it. And anytime you miss the rain season,
there's a problem coming. Right?
There's a problem coming. And just say yagri a free sukra because of I don't know how our society is becoming. And such a major thing, I said around the 80s and the 70s, no one may say rainy season like this, and you see preparations.
People are
because they
know what is ahead.
They know what's coming. But as I say no, we are found. Because we need a church for
one school.
Abible important more. Money I from Australia.
Oh my goodness.
Now I don't know. I mean, look at what
rice.
City FM. They did some campaign. I think last year or 2 about local rice. And they were
promoting a fizzle out. Debut.
Yeah. That's what I was going to ask. I want to be out to once and baby because I don't hear people talking about
that. Work up for 9.
Kwame say na make am meeting na off no. Omutimi ye saa or the saying omu we omu for bi dawa.
Dawa. Yeah. Maybe my not 19.
There were
Now
the
Oh,
way.
okay.
we used to know
Kwame,
being
omo de
soup.
the way and nuya so omo some brown rice no na Kwame.
Mm.
Uchoma. Kwame, very good, very good taste and very we don't promote them in our restaurants. We don't push them.
That.
I'm like, and
Mm-mm.
these are the natural foods. So when you
You
chemical food,
foreign dishes.
Mm-mm.
these are the natural foods. Just say, your tongue and wama, yanka say your DNA we don't recognize them again.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe so how come dawa is there? It's our rice so much me no more the amani. Be omo the aye. Now your secondary schools, we are not cooking these food for our kids. Is that not ironic? And can you hold me say the start the share and ye beans yi ni mo kan say bambara beans I no mo friend no ahon ni bambara
Yeah,
beans
yeah,
and then
bambara beans.
bambara beans
Yeah,
very
bambara beans.
nutritious bambara beans oko up no for soya beans just be bio pbia sa ni ma we ye the new aduane ma yan kola mo mu dia sa abrofo ya bebrebe I don't think we even have our
Funny.
nutrition will be so perfect but okomo de yan ka say intimi
You prefer outside food in Chinyang. You prefer
okomo de
outside
yan
food
kofo
in
bi
too
do awie
much.
omo nyi obi kura ma no nto aduane no I'm like na nipa na on te Ghana no ho kire ne da na odi akodo odo wie nso no kakra na wado no ntimi nto de a ono no oni sika yi bi no akodo na ope bi na wasan akodo na wonto ugu na ba mu mo ne sika no
Oh
no odi
yeah.
becha no mo a wa kakra bi onu betimi adi
Mm-hmm. I mean, your son. I don't know if you lived in a place like Bulgaria, you might have seen
no
them.
de se
We
na
had
mo ho pa oho de
we
na
had
mo
all
nam
these. Miss Winnie was but we had all these silos. I can see
uh-huh
parent farmers no do a bruna na a broswa. Then food distribution from food distribution. They'll go into the villages and buy all this food and bring it to the silos and keep them and sell them when we go through the lean period. It's the farmers always had money. They didn't care about what is going to happen because when himself Odana Cranfoni Kumasfona and Befakra na Ghana food distribution will come and get them.
so that was an
So
assurance mechanism right
that was an assurance for the farmers, yeah. And to say it's an issue. We are not being encouraged to farm.
One
A
no yeah.
typical example
Kwame
is
Nkono
what
yes
happened
you.
to
Kwame Nkono that my idea in the bay. Ninya
I
ya
think a
twegu.
champon I think a champon was one of
A
the
champion so ye bi.
biggest.
Yeah, a champion so ye
Yeah, he
bi.
was one of the biggest proponents. Like he supported that a lot. It's a champon.
Because
I'll
when
give
in
the advantage
future,
to a champon on that one because
Kwame
no, a
me tell
champon they're
when
not
in
or
future,
they can't or see how
there's
you
a
enjoy it.
yes
So
feed yourself.
Kwame, me tena no for no na ye course our shift system no like 2 weeks so be call anopa na 2 weeks wako awia school. Into
area.
awia no I think say we start at 12:30 or 1 somewhere now upon 4:30 or something 5 and anopa no
1 o'clock.
yes that was the system and me call that's our system now from primary to JSS. Kwame into that obekwa awia no wutimi kwa afuom wutimi the bicycle ekɔ afuom kɔfa like produce ɛyɛ dɛn efi afuom ba
Eba.
na ɔba wie a wayɛ dɛn wakɔ school nti Kwame obi a like ɔkɔ through saa adeɛ wei ɔnyini no ohu life sɛ na life ti saa nipa no wofi so otu kwan a he can't survive anywhere in the world.
Oh, he will. Easy. Easy. Everything else comes easy.
Yes, because he's seen the different and such people they don't complain a lot because Kwame
David.
they've seen life on the other side of the world before.
That's
Saa
true.
nipa na saa nkurɔfoɔ no na ɔmo opportunity they know what it means to have an opportunity. Anything that your brothers no more of when they come down south, look at how they're able to do very well for themselves.
They just keep their head
Yep.
down and just work. They don't care about
Yes,
whatever is going on.
yes, because oh, Kwame,
I had this guy, and it's so unfortunate. Say I've forgotten him, but wherever he is, if he sees video, shout out to him. There was a bar, a drinking spot in Sunyani called Paradise, and this guy just came from the north. And who said northness? They know how to cook meats. It's not or yeah, guinea fowl, not oton. no a guinea fowl, no tongue. And the guy's head was down Monday to Monday, every time, 4 o'clock on the dot. Not all. And the funny part is that there were some few guys, Southerners, not omuye be on the left. No, ono obeshe ya ma akwei beye ya ma later. You know, the later I think the guy who was selling the meat, or he bought the restaurant, the main restaurant at the end of the day. And that's hard work.
Yep.
Oh no, town now restaurant then you know. Later he bought the restaurant. And
Look
so
at this.
NHSA, the Ghanaian youth he wants to work. He wants to make it.
Definitely.
So please make it easy for him. So you know, but yes, me when I real school, I didn't even spend a week in Ghana.
Open the door.
Because because me was a second year, me call a brochokoye juma of factory for just about 2 months was the same. Me buyer, I was able to pay my fees, pay my hostel fees, my mom roommate kakra, pay my brother's school fees. And I'm saying, so what if what if I go and stay there and work permanently?
The motivation is high, right? The difference is clear.
You know, me buff you now me call feeder roads, acquire attachment. After the whole attachment, I did all the dirty work. I never sat in the office. At the end of the day, it wasn't those days, 50,000. It's not 50,000 cities, Ghana cities, so 50,000 cities, the old money. Now, transportation from Sunyani to Kumasi Krabe, 10,000. So imagine. So why should I do So what I'm going to do is say, me school. I'm just because me left and me right. I'm not gonna survive here. And say if we don't put a stop to that, if we don't change our policies to changing government and changing the policies to fit what he's trying to get at that. That's why the kids are going through the desert. I was listening to this guy in Germany.
Serious?
Or can microphone on mobile social media.
In that 3 days.
In
that 3 days, we could be no. Boys in Wako.
The Libya thing. There's this guy. If I had his picture, or come on more social media no mudidi tempan. And then I watched somebody interviewed him. I've forgotten his name. I might find his name on YouTube.
The one in Germany. 5 from
yeah,
above.
He's in Germany. Your friend is saying?
Yeah, 5 from above.
I listened to his
David.
I listened to his interview. And now I know why the guy is so bitter.
Yeah,
he went through Libya. He was kidnapped by militants. He had to escape. He has to pay his own ransom and escape prison. Oh, Jesus Christ. It is such a person. Why do you want him? Oh, there's this Ghanaian YouTuber.
Yeah, check on him, David. Fire from above.
Where did you almost
from
Asante to Obia? He's just a
Obia.
Yeah, he's worse than Ghana, New York, and Accra. Charlie, me type your hand in David now. Oh yeah, that's the guy. That's the guy. Let me put it.
He's a very fair guy.
Yeah. And when I heard his story, I was like, oh, now I understand. I understand where this guy is coming from. This is the guy.
That's the main
And
killer.
that's the guy.
We're
If
feeling
you
the dread.
get there is an interview he did to one of those social media guys, and he was telling them
This guy.
about his
Honestly, we're Germany the same. Yeah.
Biscount.
I'm Freeman. Freeman.
Is
Viscount,
it
no, he's
Freeman, right?
Freeman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he
Freeman.
told them about his story. And then I realized this is the same thing that your friend is saying. The guy in New York went through. He also went through some bitter life in Ghana. Such a guy, you don't expect him to be nice to
movie.
No, you don't expect him to be nice to any opinion. They're not going to be nice because feels that society has failed them, and so I mean, allow Emma the same society and failing profile Edinechi. So it's going to be as harsh as you as possible. I think we've got only 5 minutes to run up into noon.
Okay.
I think we went on ranting a lot, so there's so many of the topics I to me are tackled. So we might have to revisit
at least next week, hopefully.
And next week, now, we structure it a little bit and talk about Noma Kakra.
Right.
But it's a very, very, as he said, all of us took this subject very personal, and that shows how the average Ghanaian think about employment, the way the whole country is managing its human resources. Bad. The very good ones that can afford it are leaving. The ones that cannot afford it are going to the vices.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that are lucky enough or unlucky enough to go through the system are taking advantage of the system because live your normal life now. They cannot survive.
They can't survive, no, Kwame, to be tough. And like Obekai Obikai said, the smart ones are leaving. The dumb ones are getting into politics and making policy for everyone else. Somebody that the smart ones leave. They don't want to go into politics and help. And then when the dumb ones get them, they make policy. It affects the smart ones, and then they are
everybody. Yeah. It's true.
So
I think
they need to be
a Jimmy for Shambra. Jimmy for Shambra. And as a phone, I'll be this one. That's what it is.
We should encourage the smart ones to go and be in government and help us make good policies, And not.
When we're talking about the topic I had with you the last time, and you made me realize that almost everything in Ghana is controlled by a politician. It is a one-fight politician, Yansanipa Ankosua Obebre. So when you're voting, be very careful. I will say Onipakro, we have to know the time he was born, whether he's left-handed or we have to know everything about the person. Because they hold too much power.
Yes, people don't know. Sometimes people don't know. The people take it for granted. They just.
Now I don't know. Says but it's on our YouTube.
Yeah, me tell you. What program are you in?
The politician. They sound the BR. They sound.
Yep.
It's so.
Ogofa to be in Finyazi.
Ogofa Kwasebia so Ombeya assemblyman. MP
leader,
you'll be a problem.
Yeah, leadership is everything.
Yeah, whoa. So Chalo, be a man and last one. I think we've got only about 2 minutes to end.
Yeah, my family last umbrella, operation for last umbrella. My last sign there. Molko schooling. No, what ye are Greek and vocational skills, practicals, what ye fee, yan adusum, or no moon day, yenny yaba. Because ya poor yan Greek, ya poor yan life skills. because now that me as 1 year a Greek no in lab stress. That man say be a bit man on the set. To the was be here.
I that way
My
that
life
that's
stress is it.
it.
Oh, my life stress is it. Ne beat man, not a was so 1 year. What if you class my miss me? Meeting on Yajuma, as I'm a yard on the way you classroom in me. And see, or them as I'm alive ye, America too. No matter more survive with school. Minas Christ be brave medical schools. Into yes, very painful. Woman youth in Yajuma, and the youth also say, or Ghana with him, it behind a personal work. Mama yan cannot bannon. Young kitchen answer and Juma. One for me in ye for two. Mimida meeting on Zim woman. Nkɔkɔtɔ ahonze nti wohwɛ ɛhwɛ wuti onzi mboa wa kɔpɛ kutu bibi na tɔn na waso survive masra wɔn ankasa yɛsra youth na freedom fighters so yɛnwan ber me de bibi ase me kye obi bia ndase
na that's
Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, I think said we see. You say microphone say, "Omum vent out. They should vent, but I and there. Omum and brafen. You can make a forceful point without insulting somebody, because someone can say, "Nyansa wom." You can see the frustration, but please don't insult. You get what I'm talking? We insult here. It be someone can it takes obia or bajumano will run away from your message, and then the Ghana for someone they like too much negativity. Say. Asama kana nyansa and woman say na omo project no obiara say trending I don't know what is trending ketwa na oka na wano form no that is what they will project. I don't know why we are so much about negativity. Me obi ka asam na sabi oya me kra na me na nya adwuna. I try to take the positive aspect from the nipa na then a kind and move with that than stick with the negative, but immediately more pity a against everybody else. See, said Momo Shia singing on the Aklana can and Yanso Momunim, Yansen Momun, Manyamono, more repetition and be repeating a bedma will be convinced about the kind. People can read in between the lines and pick the good things that people say and leave the bad stuff. Intimate one project positivity nekakra. Yes, you pay for the you for pressure on Tom so, but I the yen film because as I know being should be a deeper now criticize no dono. I feel some no ya adwene because of what you and into he might be forced to leave you and go and defend the person who doesn't make sense.
True.
You know, I think say mess wrong or vent out, but I and the omun film no as someone the omonka nyanse bia nim say yes say issue. Yes, I know the all kind of say when you be nyanse bia nim. But so because penhini we Jimmy o nim nyansa or kwashia I think say no dey. I mean, I don't subscribe to it. Into comedy man be see anum. Yeah, that's it.
No, that's a all right. And it's for with the Damas. Thanks for coming to join us today too. I think today we had a very structured program, but you can see that every person that was part of it took this issue very personal, and this reflects how the Ghanaian youth thinks and what they think about. So, employment in India, we don't need the government to create every single job. All we are saying is the policies that are hindering people to start their own jobs, make it easy for us. Make it so easy. Make it that we don't need $10,000 to start a job in Ghana. Okay? Tractor no, enka ebeya kura nka tona fa be chain. Na untimi ntona on chain na ye better. Don't let us pay duty and taxes on it. Let them bring into the country for free. Tipper trucks and all this working equipment. Make it as cheap as possible. We can bring things into the country, help develop the country, and create jobs whilst we're doing that. Now, I have talked about the youth, as much as our advice say, people should, be very calculated and be very mindful when they're talking on social media, because whatever you say is going to be on here for as long as social what you call it, as long as the internet survives, social media survives, it's still going to be on here. Until the Rebecca be mindful. And sometimes attempt over sensationalization, it takes from whatever you're trying to say, because people will focus on attempt now and then they'll forget about what you're saying. But not that notwithstanding, Imperial should brace themselves for more attempt, because it is going to happen. The people have been pushed so far that they are against the world right now, and the only way to go is forward, and they'll be coming for you. And Mr. Just the government should make sure, say, its policies, every single policy, is geared towards the youth, making life so easy for the youth, say they can create their own jobs, because Ghanaians are innovative enough. All right, thanks for joining us today. Bye bye.